Oh boy, sorry, I had to do this again because apparently copyright. I was playing some music not to mess with anybody, but I guess I can't play music because then Instagram shut down my video, and then I keep getting those little, oh, you can't play music, so you can quit the video or resume, but if you resume, blah blah blah, and I'm like, alright, fine, so copyright. What's up, brother? Sergio, how are you, bro? Those of you who were on, join me again, and if not, it's cool, I get it. I hate this whole copyright BS. It's so stupid. I'm gonna start the video. So once again, this is the Cellcast show. I was talking about it in my previous video. That's good, man. That's good. I'm planning to be, just a heads up, if I do recover and get healed, because I'm still sick, if I recover from my illness, I should be back in town around in SoCal, probably September or October, one of those 2 months. I have to heal. Plus I'm planning to buy a car in SoCal if everything goes well, so we'll see. But I'll definitely stop by and say what's up to you if we can hang out. I don't know how long I'll be there, maybe like 4 days again, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm doing my pod. I'm trying to do these podcasts as much as possible. So, but yeah, I'm glad you're joining me, brother. I'm glad you are. So yeah, my other video, I was having issues, but now I'm gonna get to it. So basically, I'm going to talk about this book. I'm not promoting anything. I'm not trying to get you guys to buy it. This is just my favorite book. I bought this a month ago today at 5:58 p.m. This is written by my favorite actor / comedian / late night talk show host, Craig Ferguson. It's not about riding the elephant, but it's about his stories. I've read it all, and I'm reading it again. I also have the audiobook. Let's see if I can show you on Apple as well. Let me pull that up for you. I installed a new update on my phone. See, I have it also in the audiobook right here. It's kind of hard to see. So I'll put in my AirPod, and I'll listen to the audiobook while I'm reading along. So I like to do it that way. It's a good book. It talks about his life in Scotland when he got to the States, and also he talks about his experience during the late night talk show that he did for 10 years. And after the late night, he also talks about his join or die tattoo, and how fascinating it is to him to live in American history. So this is a really good book. I do recommend you guys to read it, and it's exactly how Craig Ferguson says. If you like it, you'll love the book. If you hate it, you'll hate the book. And if you want it, get it, don't get it, doesn't matter. But I love this book. It's a good book. This guy is awesome. And I'm excited because he's going to have a podcast starting on the 1st of August. So it's called Craig Ferguson Joy, his podcast. So yeah, listen to it. It's not on YouTube, but it is on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and other podcast places that I can think of. So yeah, I'm going to listen to it. I'm excited. I like this book. I'm excited. I'm desperately excited for his podcast, because he did a radio show too for like 3 years, and then he quit. That man's my idol. I got out of the idols, but that man's like my top 20 idols. He's my number one guy though. I love that guy. He's really funny. I like his stand-up. It's cool. Yeah, he's pretty good. What have I been doing? What's been going on? I'm still ill. I'm still sick. I'm eating, but not as much. But I am taking the time to learn my body and take care of myself. And also, I've been weightlifting here and there. But I'm still sick. I have I have throat spasms to where it does this still, but it's worse. And then I still have the bloating, and I still have the colitis symptoms still. I am in Kingman, Arizona on the 40. I'm at a truck stop. Lewis, what's up again, bro? Hey, I had to shut down the video, bro. because I was playing music, and I guess the copyright thing shut down my video, so I'm doing this one over again. So, but yeah, I'm in Kingman, Arizona. I ended my day, but I'm outside Kingman. I'm on the east side of Kingman at a truck stop. Where are you at right now? You working? You're at home? Where are you at? If you don't mind me asking. Right now, I'm en route. I'm 8 hours away from home, so tomorrow I'm gonna be heading back home. I had some fun with DOT in Arizona on the 10. What happened? What kind of fun did you have, huh? Is it like in Mexico? Hey man, if you give me $200, I'll cut you slack. Sure, here you go. Alright, we won't mess with you. You get pulled over by another cop. Hey, low key, you gave that guy money. I want money. I know, Arizona DOT. They haven't messed with me too much, thankfully. I did get messed with at the New Mexico scale house. Skipping the scale house. But last time, I remember the last time we talked, even especially when we hung out too. I remember you stated that you're under 26,000 pounds, and if you're under, you don't have to go to scale houses. But I don't know. They change up a lot of BS. Hopefully, they cut you some slack. I had a level 1 inspection leaving Texas, entering New Mexico on the 10. And I was a level 1, but I failed apparently. I had the paperwork, but I guess I didn't have it right then and there. And the guy was cool, but I guess he needed it right there. So he's like, you wasted my time. I'll thank you for that. I'm like, what? Come on, I thought we were friends. But the cop was okay, but he was like, I have to do it, dude. It's my job. And I'm like, oh boy. I'll say this, there's some skills in California that you can skip. I can't say it on here, but if you want to know, hit me up and I'll definitely tell you which ones you can bypass without no problems. I'll say this, if you're in the Central Valley, which is where I live, if you're entering Merced, leaving this little town called Chowchilla, there's a scale house. Don't skip that one. That's a training scale house, like they train DOT there. And they're a-holes, and they don't cut you slack. You skip that scale house, you'll regret it. I haven't done it, but I know some people that have, so just a little heads up. Oh, the one in Banning too. Yeah, be careful with that one. Banning, Chowchilla scale house on the 99, Banning on the 10. Downers Pass on the 80 coming back to California. I know those guys are... I know. What can you do? Oh, also in if you're going to... Both ones in, on the 80, if you're leaving San Francisco or if you're going to San Francisco, those guys are tough as nails too. The ones that would give me a lot of headaches were... Which ones? I'm trying to think. There's some... No, not Missouri. Kansas scale houses were the ones that were beating. Which ones? Georgia's up there too. Georgia's a pain in the rear. I had a list of scale houses where they were the top nices and the top rude ones, but whatever. Let me check my phone real quick. I know I shouldn't do that, but whatever. That breaks my heart. So anyways, yeah, I've been working. I've been trying to heal. I've been home as well. I'm trying to buy a car. That's all I gotta say. I'm trying to buy my dream car. I want a Honda SI, the newer model though. That's the model I've been wanting for. I've been wanting an SI for years, for a long time. That's my goal, because I want to give I'm trying to give a good amount of. Well, obviously I gotta negotiate and try to get a good deal, and once I get a good deal, definitely try to give a good down payment. I also want to have some savings to give bigger down payments and maybe refinance to get a better interest rate, because I know when I started looking at cars, they were raping me with interest rates. The most expensive one, the most highest interest rate I was offered was 22 or 28% APR, and I was like, you're crazy. You guys are really crazy. I tried getting a loan from USAA, but they wanted like 18%, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. And I've been talking to people about it, and what they recommend is shop around and try to find a good deal. And if you can get a better interest rate than 18 or 22 or 28, then go with it. If it's better than that. For those of you who don't know, you want a lower interest rate. Those are too high. That's all I know. Yeah, that's my goal, to get a car. Yeah, I was thinking of buying a minivan because of my pops. I can't say much about it. Those of you who know about my pops obviously know what I'm talking about, but don't let's just keep that between us. Thankfully, my family's, we're holding up. It's hot over there. I'm not happy because it's summer. It's hot. It sucks. It's a nightmare. Last Sunday when I got home, oh boy, that was the hottest day ever. It threw me off because the whole June was really cool, and now it's like a really fire pit. It's really hot. I'm gonna try to wear more long sleeve because I'm getting tattered. I'm like a chameleon. In the winter, this is lighter. In the summer, I'm darker, and I don't want to get dark, so I'm definitely gonna wear more long sleeves. I actually bought some compression sleeves that I'll try to wear as much as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna wear more long sleeves because I'm trying to take care of my skin. I am losing my hair a little bit. You can't see it, but it is thinning a little bit. See? I'm still trying my product, but I don't think it's working because I am losing a lot of hair. So it looks like I'm gonna have to just let it go and just embrace my baldness, I guess, because I am losing my hair. Genetics, I guess. I don't like it, but what can you do? Yeah, but just been doing my thing, just working and stuff. Just texting a friend. Let me text my sister. Anyways, how are you guys doing? You guys doing good? You guys holding up? I've been just working, just doing whatever I can. I've been focusing on myself. I'm also trying to try a couple new things, like different clothes and styles and stuff like that. Because I like clothes, I guess. I'm trying to dress better. I really want a pair of Nikes. Yeah, me and a buddy of mine were talking on the phone earlier, and we were saying all that stuff all that unnecessary stuff you bought, you could have bought in a pair of Nikes. You live and learn. So yeah, those of you don't, well, I'm in a newer truck, I guess. I guess you can say newer truck. It's a 18 or 19, I can't remember. Yeah, this truck is different. I'm in another Freightliner, Cascadia, but this one's a 2018 or 19. That's a newer one. Except this one has APU, known as an auxiliary port unit, which is a generator on the side of the truck that uses diesel fuel. Right now I'm idling, but I'm gonna shut it down in a little bit. So basically, the reason why I had got this truck is because it has the APU, or the auxiliary port unit. Power unit, the auxiliary power unit. The reason being is because I needed one that's diesel powered, a generator. Because, give me a second. Oppenheimer. I'll talk about Oppenheimer too. I saw it yesterday. On my apps on my phone. Okay. And you drop your phone like that. What's up, bro? It's been a long time. 12 years? 10 years? 11 years? I can't remember. If you remember. But yeah, I lose my train of thought. I think I'm gonna go as I go. Anyways, I saw Oppenheimer on an app on my phone. I can't say too much because I don't want to like get in trouble. It had ads. Don't worry. I saw Oppenheimer because my plan. This was my plan. My plan is to go home, chill, recover. No, I don't have COVID. I have a stomach problem that's not letting me eat properly, so I'm on a 4 strict diet. I'll get into that later. Well, basically, I've lost weight, but I'll get into that later. My goal was to go home and see Oppenheimer because the main character, the actor Cillian Murphy. It's not Cillian Murphy. It's Cillian Murphy. Cillian is Irish. The man's Irish. He's from Cork, Ireland. And he was one of the actors. He was a primary character for Peaky Blinders. That's another good show that I saw about a month ago or so. It's a good TV show. I love it. But yeah, Cillian Murphy plays J. Robert Oppenheimer. If you never watched the movie and you don't want me to spoil it, then don't watch this. Mute it or leave. But if you don't care, I'm going to say it. Oppenheimer. So I saw it. Cillian Murphy. I'm not trying to attack him. I like the guy. He's pretty, he seems very cool. Welcome aboard. He's a great actor, but he tries to do an American accent. He tries. He's trying really hard, and that's all that matters. But his American accent, it's a little bit off. It sounds half American, half Peaky Blinders, because in Peaky Blinders he did the Birmingham accent. Birmingham British accent. And in his American accent, he does half American, half Birmingham Peaky Blinder accent. So, but he tried. He tried. So I'll give him props for trying. What do I rate the movie? I'm gonna rate it 7 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I mean, it was okay-ish. I'm not gonna say holy moly, it's a good movie. Go watch it, but it is what it is. It was a bit overwhelming too. So this is my perspective. Excuse me. It was a bit overwhelming because it went all over the place to the point where, I'm used to watching movies that go part by part by part, not just all over the movie. And from what I've seen, quote me, correct me if I'm wrong, it took 45 days to make that movie. So it felt like it was put together a bit fast. About halfway to the movie, or maybe 2/3 of the movie, I knew what it was about, like everything. I know Oppenheimer was the father of the atomic bomb, but like the plot of the story, no, because he's German descent. He's going to school for quantum physics, but then he goes to Germany to study more about it, and then he comes back to the States, and then he gets a job teaching it, and then he meets with Einstein, and then he's teaching quantum physics, and then of course it has some unnecessary scenes that I guess I'll talk about it. We're adults here. It has some sex scenes, not a lot, just a little bit, but I feel like those sex scenes I feel like they're unnecessary. I feel like they shouldn't be in the movie. Because this is like a serious... I'm not saying it's not serious enough, but it is a serious story. And you're kind of wrecking... I don't know if Oppenheimer did things like that the movie was projecting. But you're kind of wrecking a man's reputation. I mean, the guy's... I mean, he's dead. Come on. Let's not do that. So I feel... And plus, it's not like a love story. It's more of a drama that's a biography. So I feel like those sex scenes were a bit unnecessary. I'm not trying to attack the movie in a bad way or whatever, but I feel like it's unnecessary because this is based on a true story. But movies are movies, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Because apparently people want to see scenes like that. I feel like that shouldn't have been there. That should not be there. It should not. The guy's trying to make an atomic bomb because there's a race for, because Germany was some years ahead trying to make the biggest bomb, and then we're trying to make a big bomb. Everyone else is too, and then Hitler dies, and he's out of control, and then this is World War II, of course, and then of course the Japanese, Pearl Harbor, and then once they tested the small little bomb, then they're like, okay, we're a bit too close, let's just make a bigger bomb. He makes it, but I'm just making it quick. But the thing is, it was all over the place. It was a little bit fast, a little bit quick. It felt like a quick wit movie, like a quick wit. Like you're just going scene after scene after scene so quick that you can't keep up. That's how I felt. It was a bit overwhelming. It had some good parts. Cillian Murphy, don't get me wrong, he's a great actor, but the audio, some parts of the audio for the movie were kind of crappy, a bit echoey, kind of hard to understand. You have to be like, what? Cillian, his voice was soft, but it was very low tone and quiet, kind of hard to understand. It was really low whenever he talked. Whenever he tried to, in that role for Oppenheimer, he's really quiet, kind of hard to understand type deal. That's how I took it, But he tried. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. It's just that it did need work. The movie, and then the atomic bomb was successful. America's proud, but then of course, I guess the Russians. I guess he hired some Russians that got a hold of the classified information of the bomb, and now they think he's a Russian, and they think he's a communist because Russians and his wife, whatnot. But no, that was never the case. They were trying to do a second security clearance, but they didn't. And they were asking kind of like a court-martial thing. But not really. But they were trying to ask him if he was loyal to the United States of America, and he said, yeah. Long story short, he was loyal, but he wasn't going to get a second clearance, which hurts. But then towards the end of the movie, it was a weird ending because it was good, but it was weird because he's much older. He has the Nobel Prize, and he's reflecting the whole from the moment he fell in love with physics till now, and then it ends. I feel like it needed some work done, so I do rate it a 7 out of 10. Give me just a second. Oh, it's doing a region. So yeah, I'll give. Yeah, I'm all over the place, but don't worry. But yeah, so that's what the movie is basically about. I made it just a quick version. Robert Downey Jr., he looks really old in this movie because he's playing an older professor, and they put a wig on him with white hair, and he's going bald. And then of course Albert Einstein, and then his wife Kitty kind of likes him. But the one thing they did nail was Cillian Murphy, because they made him look exactly like Oppenheimer, as they should with every character. But yeah, it was okay. Would I watch it again? I wouldn't pay whatever. Like, I don't know how much is the theater. Probably like $15. I wouldn't pay $15 again. You know, I'll watch it for. Well, I can't say I'll watch it for free. But you know, I guess something's better than nothing. But yeah, it was okay. I give it a 7 out of 10. But you know, it was okay. It wasn't bad. But it did need work. The movie did need it. It did need work. But you know, it is what it is. Not bad for a movie. Would I recommend you guys to see it? I told a buddy of mine, not really. I mean, if you really want to go out, otherwise I wouldn't. But it's up to you. I can't tell you guys what to do. If you guys want to watch it, watch it. If not, it's your guys' call. If you watched it, great. And if not, we'll see. It's more drama than film. But yeah, I feel like those sex scenes should not be in there. I don't want to talk about the sex scenes because, you know, it's unnecessary. But yeah, that was the movie. Oh Lord, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Could they have made it better? Yeah, I feel like they could have made it better. But oh well, it is what it is. All I gotta say is they try their best. That's all that matters. As long as you try, then I guess it's okay. But yeah, I realized that we were talking about the truck. Yeah, so I'm in a newer truck because I needed a generator that's diesel powered, because the problem with the other truck, the red truck, which was the mid-rear, the problem was it did had an auxiliary power unit, but it was battery powered, not fuel powered. And my truck had that issue where if you idle for too long, it shuts off. It doesn't stay on because of the filters, the emissions filters that get clogged up easy. I was stranded in Eagle Pass / Piedras Negras, which is really hot, really hot. It's by the border. The truck decides to die, and I couldn't leave. And then of course that battery powered APU. Well, it charges by you driving the truck, but because the truck wasn't going on, that thing kept dying on me, and because the batteries, were dying, and I was just dying of heat. I did not sleep at all that night, and I didn't want to roll the windows because we're close to the border, so I was just dying. I was just like dehydrated. I was cooking myself alive in this truck. Well, not in this truck, but the other truck. And then we called the mechanic. My boss called the mechanic, but that guy didn't do much. He just stole money. He just stole $60. Didn't do anything when he was supposed to. And he basically said, "Oh, it's an alternator." It's not an alternator, buddy. It needs a regen. Whatever. I'm not gonna say the name of the company, or the mechanic, because I don't want any beef, any problems. So I basically cooked myself alive at night. Believe it or not, at night it was 92 degrees, so I could not sleep. The whole night was 92 degrees. Then I woke up early because the guy even told me, "Hey, you might want to leave around 5 because this place gets packed at 6." Because I was at a dirt parking lot at a taco shop. It was closed, thankfully. I woke up at 5. I left at 5:15. Drove half a mile to a truck stop. I pulled in, and then I tried to sleep. I tried to turn on the APU, the AC system, but it kept dying. So I'm cooking alive, and I had the worst. I did not sleep at all. And then I texted my boss. My boss says, "Hey, there's help me find a mechanic." I found one, but the problem is they're too damn expensive. The mechanic's excuses, they're near the border. Whatever. I found the cheapest mobile mechanic, and he charges about $320, I think. That's a lot of money for a regen. Those of you who don't know what a regen is in a semi truck, because these newer trucks have emission systems, so they don't pollute more. You have to plug in a computer and force the truck to do a self-cleaning of the filters. It raises the idle, making the temperature hotter, and it shakes. The reason why it shakes the soot The soot is the black carbon buildup that clogs up the emissions filter, and it shakes it to burn all that off, so it can exhale exhaust, clean exhaust fumes to avoid pollution. Because if that clogs up, your engine will not run right, and it'll backfire, and you can cause a lot of engine damage. So yeah, that's the problem. I don't want to get into the politics and why we have it, because I've done it before, but maybe someday I will get in depth with it. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Great, good for you. Give me a second. Texting two people that want to watch my podcast. Give me just a second. I know this is rude. Forgive me. I haven't gone to YouTube yet. I will. I'm just trying to figure this out. Oh boy, that's embarrassing. I think I don't have to deal with that. So yeah, battery powered, that's not going to work, because if I had a diesel powered generator, I don't have to worry. It'll charge the batteries. Because how that generator, the APU, the diesel powered one, the diesel powered one is, what that one does is you turn it on in the back of your truck or whatever, and then it blows AC. It's a generator, and it also provides electricity, and it charges up your batteries at the same time. So that's what it's meant to do. That's why it's called an auxiliary power unit. But you want one that's fuel. The electronic one is good because you save fuel, but then again, if you got some cheap priced batteries, that thing's gonna last like 6-8 hours. But if you get some good batteries, some good quality batteries, that system will run for 12 to 14 hours of AC. It's not gonna charge up your truck that much, but it is gonna keep the AC going. So, me honestly speaking, the way I see it is, if the truck breaks down, I want to be able to rely on diesel, because if it's just battery, your batteries will die. But if you use the diesel, you'll still be able to use it. And plus, those generators do not use a lot of diesel; they use a little bit. When you idle the truck, you burn more fuel than using a generator. Plus, this company does not like to idle the truck for the obvious reasons of the emissions, because of the possibility of the emissions filters clogging up, and then clogging them, which is doing the regen, it's expensive. So that's why the boss has an APU, which makes sense. That I can respect. But the thing is, when those APUs break, when they malfunction or break or need maintenance, they're expensive to maintain. Yeah, so that's why I'm in this truck. And plus, what I like about it has 2 beds, top and bottom. So more space. That means I can put whatever the things were on my bottom bed on the top. So the top is like a garage. Oh yeah, my muscle's getting bigger. This one is smaller than this one. I don't know why, but I know, I've been working out. So yeah. So if I have for example, my sister, if she wants to come and everything at home was gonna be fine, yeah, I can bring her along, no problem. She just has to bring her clothes and her shower shoes and her shower equipment, and that's it. But yeah, that's why I'm in this. Don't get me wrong, this truck hasn't given me any issues so far. Little issues, but not big issues, thankfully. The only thing it needs is an alignment. I think I talked about it in a video when I was switching trucks. But yeah, I've been driving it for like 2 weeks or now, and it's good. There's two things I don't like though. I miss the fog lights. So this truck doesn't have the fog lights, and to release the fifth wheel, which is that thing that hooks up on a trailer, it doesn't have the handle, because right here on the dash it would have a little knob that you pull, and it automatically, you'll be able to disconnect your truck off your trailer. I have to, like, for me to disconnect, I have to crawl out, manually look for the handle, pull up, left and out, and then do it. And I don't want to do that because it's hot, but I have to, because it's hot. It's hot. Oh man. So, but other than that, it's cool. No issues. It's a cool truck. I like it. No issues. It's got these buttons too for volume and Bluetooth and all that stuff, but it's cool. I like it. I'm gonna put my book away now. But yeah, I recommend you guys take a look at this book. Kirk Ferguson. You know, it's a good book. There's another book I'm gonna show you. And I bought Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me very well. And if you cannot hear me well, give me a thumbs down. This is another book I bought at Barnes & Noble's. Tao of Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee. This is the second book I bought. My buddy Abel Lopez. Thank you, Abel, for letting me borrow the book you had. I'm sorry for lagging it, but you know, but I'm glad you got it back. I bought me a copy. I remember give me a thumbs up if you guys remember watching Bruce Lee movies when you were growing up, because I did. We watched a lot. He only made very few movies, and I get it. I like it because I want to learn martial arts. I want to not to think I'm badass or fight everybody, but it's always good to learn martial arts, because you might be caught in a bad situation, or also a workout or unwind stress or whatever, you know. So I bought this book. It's really good. It talks about fixed positions and stuff like that, and whoops, it's a really good book. So this is another book I got. Bruce Lee is my other idol. Rest in peace. You're awesome. His daughter Shannon Lee has a podcast. Go check it out. It's a really good podcast. I like the fact that she's keeping her father's legacy alive, which is really good, because I mean, he wasn't just a person. He was Bruce Lee. I mean, come on, this guy's top notch. I'm not saying the other martial arts people are not, but this guy's awesome. He died at the age of 32. He's buried, I want to say, in Seattle, Washington, I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, this is another book I bought. This is the expanded edition. Yeah. It talks about the introduction. It talks about the fixed positions of, because the first martial art he knew was Wing Chun from Ip Man, and then he was able to change it. That's how he created his own, the Jeet Kune Do, which is really good. It talks about empty your mind, let it flow, be like water, and it's true. You gotta let nature take its course. The consciousness of self is the greatest hindrance to the proper execution of all physical action. There is no fixed teaching. All I can provide is appropriate medicine for particular alignment. Warming up. I gotta do these too. I'm a weird guy because I could read it, but I need an instructor showing me as well. But if I can learn the basics, then I'll have something. A buddy to train would be cool, would be pretty cool to have. But yeah, a good book. I have other books, but they're self-help. I have other books, but they're self-help books. My therapist recommends me not to buy other books, is what she's saying. But yeah, I've been trying to read because look, I've never been I tried to read when I was a kid, but I've never been a fan of reading. But I've tried. I would get bored and I wasn't into it, but I'm trying to read because I feel like I need it. Plus, it's a good excuse to like get away from my phone. I'm not saying I'm on my phone all the time because I try to be proactive, but at least, you know, I'll watch podcasts, I'll watch YouTube, I'll play my Boom Beach games or whatever, but I kind of want to like get away from it. I want to stay busy. Yeah, this is helping me stay busy, but also watch podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, I've been watching this other podcast. It's called Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. These guys won me over. They sure did. I'm hungry. I know I'm not supposed to eat crackers because the carbs mess me up, but I'm gonna have some. Yeah, it's those of you who don't know, they're comedians. You got a ginger guy, Andrew Santino, half Irish, half Italian, and you got Bobby Lee, Korean, who was born in San Diego. And it's a good podcast. It's funny. It's really funny, really, really hilarious. A bit explicit too. CB radio. I don't like where it's mounted though. This is for my radio. My mic. Let me turn it on. I don't like that. I'm used to having the CB radio mounted up like right here. This is a speaker watch. But yeah, I'm used to mounting it up there. So let me show the... So this is the Facebook fans. Let me show the Instagram fans. CB mic. The CB speaker. CB radio. But I don't like it here. Ha! How to use that. I just read it to hold it down. It's tight. I'm used to this. I'm used to mounting this guy up here, but I can't because it has lights. See what I mean? And then, you know, the microphone here. So that's why they have this. The red truck had this, but I was able to mount it here. So see, I'm gonna turn it off. Alright, yeah, so I know I look like crap, I know. What am I gonna do? I did shave. I might shave again. I might cut my hair again. I keep saying I'm gonna let my hair grow, but I wanna let it grow long again. I remember I had my hair long all the way to here. I kinda wanna do that, but I don't know. I'll probably do it during the winter. Probably. What else has been going on with my life? Let me see. Oh yeah, if you guys want to get along, if you guys want to do my podcast, shoot me a DM, or those of you who have my number, text me, or shoot me a direct message. That's what DM is for, and we'll schedule it and we'll bring you along. I was gonna do one, but like I said, I got sick. Oh yeah, quick story. I got sick in April 9th. In Loretto, I got sick. I vomited everywhere. My stomach got swollen. I looked pregnant. I was fat and I lost a lot of weight. I was at 215 and I'm now, I want to say 164. I'm taking it as my body saying, hey, I'm doing this. I'm hurting you because it's a wake-up call. You got to change. Or you can have more problems and be disabled. So right now I'm taking the time to, take care of my body, work out, get to know it more, not have 2 steaks every day with more food. No, I messed up, I know. But you live and learn, I'm admitting it. Yeah, I'm still seeking therapy. It's over the phone, and if I'm in town, I'll stop by and tell my therapist, hey, I'm going to stop by and do the sessions in person. So I do both in person if I'm at home. If I'm on the road, over the phone. My therapist is great. She's awesome. She's in Fresno, but it's not too far of a drive. She's great. She's a blessing. She's like an angel sent from above. I'm glad she's helping me out. Every time I go to therapy, I always learn something new about myself and about situations and stuff like that, and changes and whatnot. I feel like therapy is good. Well, I mean, I know therapy is good, but I feel like we all need it. Yeah, you can go to a buddy and talk or whatever, have a good time, but I feel like I'm not saying it's mandatory, make it mandatory, but I feel like it's good to like have therapy, kind of let it out. I've let out some things that I never wanted to let out because personal judgment, meaning what are people going to think or whatever. Mistakes, you live and learn. It's a way to grow and grow and make yourself better than you were, yesterday. Oh, it's raining. It's sprinkling in Kingman? Huh. Weird. We all make mistakes. We all have things we gotta let out. We all have happinesses. We all have happiness, sadnesses, or sadness, angers, numbness, feelings. Just know that we're all entitled to our feelings. We all are. And whatever happens in life, sometimes it happens for a good reason and sometimes it happens for a bad reason. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it's like, why? And sometimes sometimes it hurts so bad that you don't know what to do. Sometimes you pull up a picture of for example, a girl, and it just hits you. You're like, damn. I guess you weren't the one. Or, hey, maybe you were the one, but you don't want to. I've been there. I've been there so many times. Different, feelings and whatnot. Sorry. I installed this new update on my phone, so I'm not trying to play music. Here, let me do this. Before social media says, hey, you can't do that. There we go, I disconnected it. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, this is something that I really know. I gotta be careful. Am I still practicing piano? Yeah. Am I still practicing guitar? Yeah. I don't want to look at that right now. But yeah, I've been more mellow. I'm trying to be mellow as best as possible. Also, yeah. How are you guys holding up? Pretty good? Yeah? Staying cool? I know it's hot. I'm trying to drink as much water as possible. I feel like every year, like every summer, every year, I feel like it's getting brutal and brutal and brutal. I can't wait for fall. I miss Starbucks. I want Starbucks so bad. Oh my god. By the way, if you guys know of a stomach specialist or a gastroenterologist that will take Anthem Blue Cross, please let me know. I need one ASAP so I can fix this problem. My fear is that it turns into Crohn's disease. Because I went to the hospital again. 2 weeks ago, and because of the same problem. But thankfully, there's no Crohn's, no colitis. But I'm still treating it as if I had colitis because I don't want to get complacent. Yeah, it's no fun, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I just have to think. I just have to put myself back in those situations of hell and just tell myself, okay, you made it through. Yeah, but right now I'm chilling in my truck, my semi-truck. I'm about to go, practice some music, get ready to go to bed, and be ready for the next day. What time is it? Oh wow, it's 6 o'clock. Wow, I'm back in Pacific time, thankfully. Yeah. All we can do is live and learn and do what we can. You know what bothers me the most? No, not bothers me, but it kind of throws me off. People just come in and out of your life, and sometimes you ask yourself why you even come in the first place. What's the reason? Who put you here? Nothing. It's not that I'm against. It's just like, for example, couples. A man and a woman fall in love. They build something great, and then now they're strangers. It's heartbreaking because they give birth to something unique, something beautiful, and then to completely strangers. Like, wow, can't believe it went like that quick. I know because I've been through there before. But what can we do? Yeah, I'm going through more than just something, but I'll be okay. I definitely need another vacation because it's a good medicine. It's a good break, But as long as we're okay, then I'll be happy for you guys. Yeah, this podcast is a little different, I guess. But I'm glad I got to do one. I'm glad I'm with you guys. Yeah, stay safe, stay cool. Try not to be heat casualties because that's no fun. Try to stay cool. Try to avoid being outside unless you have to. If you're gonna be outside, protect yourself because it's hot. It's brutal. Can't think anything else what to say. If you guys got suggestions on what else you want to see or what you want to talk about, let me know in the comments or whatever. If you want to come aboard, like I said. If you got my number, text me, call me. If not, shoot me a DM and we'll schedule out a date to bring you along my pod. I'm still learning this, so bear with me. Yeah, I've been going to another state besides Texas. I've been going to Tennessee, mostly Nashville area. I've been doing this thing called the Triangle: California, Tennessee, Texas, and California, or California, Texas, Tennessee, and back. So far, so good. I just need 2 days off so I can take the time to let my body recover, heal, and do what it needs to do. If not, I'm gonna be miserable. So, but I'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to call it a day because I really can't think of anything else what to talk about. Plus, I'm going to take care of my business before, business, music, and then get ready for bed because it's time. I'm 8 hours away from California, so I don't know what time I'm going to leave in the morning. I know early morning, I just don't know what time. But I'll figure that part out as we go. Other than that, folks, you guys stay safe, take it easy, stay cool, please stay cool. I don't want you guys getting sick. And we're gonna wait for fall and winter with open arms. I like that. Alright, folks, have a good one. Stay safe, and we'll stay in touch.